Operations Officer, Box Leo Courier and Fulfillment. And of course, Lukase Cheryl is here to actually make sure that everything goes well. Man, most young people want to hear, kuna opportunities.
Yeah, opportunities are so
na zinakaa aje kwanza? Unajua kunaweza kuwa na opportunities but hazikai kama sisi.
Actually, the opportunities in e-commerce are touching up to the village level, and so many people are benefiting from it. You find the delivery guy back in your village. He has received an order from the seller and from the buyer, and the seller has decided to use him or her as the delivery agent.
Kwanza hebu explain pole. So there is person A, the seller. Anataka hii kitu itoke hapa iende wapi?
Iende person B, who is the client.
Yes.
And then now there's person C,
yes,
who is now the delivery guy or the delivery company. So there's an opportunity in between person A and B, and the delivery guy will earn at least something from making the deliveries.
When we say something, what are we looking at? When you talk about biashara, we're also talking about amount of money, because young people out there just want to know, tuna make dongapi at the end of the day.
Yes.
So kwa hii delivery, for example, maybe I'm working with your company,
yes,
or I'm the seller,
yes,
at this point.
Yes.
How much in between, how much money could I earn as a delivery person?
As a delivery person, if you are working well, and of course, basing on the data that is around, you will make at least 1,000 shillings per day, or over a period of time after making a few deliveries to the client. Because nowadays the delivery charges range between 300 shillings, 500. They range because of the difference in the distance and also the terrain. Yeah. So
and also time taken.
The time taken, yeah. So the time taken, of course, is also affected by the distance and everything. Yes. So there are so many opportunities.
So in between 1,000 to an infinity of ama ni infinity, like
pia saa zingine na depend na bidii ya the rider.
Unaweza jikuta umekula hata 4,000 5,000.
Yeah, ukifanya delivery mbili uone imekutosha, that's okay. That's what you'll earn
on that day.
But if you have to burn the midnight oil and ensure you deliver more, also better for you. There are also so many deliveries done in the country, and you find that there's people who are liaison between the sellers sometimes and the buyers.
So that's over a long distance. Say maybe you're in Mombasa,
yes,
and I'm in Nairobi.
Exactly. So you find a company like Box Leo has incorporated a whole range of departments that range from call center to now the operations department, and these departments have people who are also earning from it. So you get an opportunity in a company that requires you to call the clients at the end of the day, so that you can schedule the delivery. So
call centers is also another opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah.
We also have the operations department, which now covers the people who are in charge of now the routing and the tracking of the orders and everything. Yes.
So those are very, very interesting opportunities, because I would definitely off my head just say that hii opportunity nye iko hapa ni ya wale wa kudeliver.
Yes.
But unaniambia kuna wale wa kutrack.
Yes.
And then kuna wale wa call center to make sure that there is interaction between the buyer and the seller.
Yes.
And that's really exciting.
Yes.
But of course kuna risks pale. And in town, listen, in town, and you'd find that kuna watu wengi sana wamechezwa. So you order for something, what you order versus what they deliver.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you make sure that you get, first of all, to have quality analysis, and in that the kind of quality of the goods that you're transporting is actually good.
Yes.
In terms of maybe how do you test to know that if we work with maybe this particular company, their goods are very, very are of high quality.
Yeah.
In that ikifikia customer and enjoy.
Yes.
So that they don't start pointing fingers towards you as an individual or maybe as a company.
Yeah. So for that, I think that's what defines a well-organized company like Box Leo, because we have departments such as the quality assurance department that inspects all the products that are coming. If you're a seller and you bring us your products, you want us to deliver to your clients, you will not just directly give us and we take to the client. We have to inspect the products. We have to ensure that the products are of good quality and good standard before we now do the last delivery. So we protect the client and we also protect our staff members, because we understand the implication of not inspecting the goods. Yes.
Running a business is not easy, and of course you've seen that most of the governments or most of the biashara nowadays is pretty much affected by taxes,
Yes.
Apart from taxes, we are also seeing that there is inflation across the world.
Exactly.
How best can you assist someone or give someone advice and tell them that this is how you can cushion your biashara
Exactly.
in hard times? Because nobody anticipated COVID.
Yes.
And how it operates, and then also nobody actually will promise you and tell you, Cheki. Nobody guarantees you that you'll have the same exact amount of money per month.
Exactly.
Or per day, because this is a biashara that's very sensitive. If you don't wake up today, biashara is not open today, you don't make money today.
Yeah.
So tell us, how do you think, what's your tip?
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're a seller and before you get into it, you have to do research, just as I'd mentioned earlier. So the government policies are inevitable. They'll always change by the time. Like right now, you can find someone really complimenting the government. There's another person who is really complaining. So you just need to find a balance. If you want to sell a product, you also look at where you're sourcing the product from. You have an option of importing or sourcing it locally. So you can make the decisions as you do your research, so that if importing is more costly, you can seek the product locally, then price them competitively. And that will cushion you, so that the profit margin that you're making is not affected by the decisions that you were supposed to make initially when you wanted to sell the product.
So proper planning is number one. It's king in any biashara.
100%.
And also for having departments. But for someone who's starting out maybe as an individual, unafeel neza fanya aje? How can I equip myself in a way that sometimes you have to operate like an octopus.
Yes.
Put your hands on so many things as you're starting out. Because there's a young guy who's listening to you right now, and they're like, hii biashara yote unasema lazima nikuwe mpaka na department. It's tough. For the major companies, sawa. But for a young person who wants to get into that ecosystem, how best do they navigate?
So if you're a young person and you'd like to start it, even today, you can easily go to your LinkedIn page or probably any social media platform. You open a page, try and advertise a few products that you have in mind. Look at how receptive the market will be before now you settle in on which product you're going to sell. For you to advertise, you don't need any money, because you can start organically, whereby you just let the advertisement go, let the people comment or like. You can invite your friends to repost, reshare. That is, you'll spend, I don't think you're going to spend any amount of money. It is until you have identified the product, now that you can now start promoting it using a budget. I think Facebook has budgets and Instagram. And then now from there, you'll now find a footing.
So unasema for an individual, social media is your king.
Social media is everything.
We'll get deeper in conversation right now. Keep on listening, and I hope that you're being inspired by Mr. Lukase here, because he's just talking about how best you can navigate this space. Uko pale nyumbani, uko na simu, and maybe you want to start your own biashara. Make sure that the quality of the things that you like to sell ziko top notch kabisa. For now, when was the last time you had this song?